Kyo. I'm in the first grade, Nohyung Middle School. Now, I'm going to tell you about efforts towards unification. Before I start to make a speech, I'd like to ask you some questions about this topic. Do you think you're living in a safe place? Do you really hope to unify? In the last 60 years, an easy peace has been maintained on the Korean Peninsula with the world's longest ceasefire. On July 27 this year, Seoul marked the 60th anniversary of Korean War on June 25, 1950. President Park Geun-hye said, "We have to stop confrontation and hostilities and to make a new Korean peninsula." She also presented her vision to turn the heavily armed DMZ into an area of peace and trust by building an international port there. When I heard that, I felt the beating of my heart. Every time I see a map of North Korea, I am sad and painful. Even though we hope to unify, the relations started to worsen currently after emerging of a new regime in North Korea. In order to approach unification, how should we make an effort to try our wish? First of all, we have to understand them and admit them sincerely. Due to ideological difference, we're missing chances that something important for union. Actually, during the time this speech was made, I realized the lack of information of North Korea. To become closer, we need to know them and share many things. Especially, what is needed most for youth is the education about North Korea. If we share cultures, arts, sports, and education, we can be unified easily together. Next, we must overcome the economic differences. Today, obviously, South Korea is a highly developed and relatively wealthy country. But North Korea is still struggling with deep poverty in much of the country. How about allowing them to create jobs in South Korea? We can see lots of foreign workers around us. The foreign workers always remind me of North people who are suffering. If we hold their hands, they will get over the difficulties. There is no reason why North Korea cannot do the same. Furthermore, there are many natural resources and undeveloped lands. Last month, South and North Korea have agreed to restart operations at the Gasong Industrial Complex. These efforts will reduce the economic gap gradually. By common purpose and reunification, we can build a more peaceful, more prosperous country for our succeeding generations. I know unification offers both advantages and disadvantages, but it will bring the economical benefits in the long term. Also, we can govern our nation independently without the interference of other countries. I hope to reunify with my brothers. I will try to understand them and accept them in my heart. Thank you for listening to my speech.